Okay, today, starting from Savannah, nice little hotel bridge. Starting from, well, when you're in a big city, because parking can be just nickel and diming you all day long, it's best to just kind of like suck it up and go to a hotel. You can usually find a decent deal, especially if you're willing to, walk into the town, because this hotel is right on the border with the historical district, and it's just a couple minutes walk to like where Riverside and all the shops and the restaurants are. And if you're here for a couple days, it just makes sense. You don't have to worry about parking, don't have to worry about fighting the traffic or anything like that. You can get to all the tours. They'll even help you book the tours. But starting with Savannah, headed on down, going into Florida, the Free State. So that's where we start the day. Let's go. Savannah. It's a really great city. This trip, most of my experience with Savannah has to do with the historical district. Okay, so I can't really comment too much about what's outside there, kind of outside the tourist regions. However, I do know Savannah seems to be best experienced like around the historical district, because it's just so historical and beautiful. It just has that old time feel to it. If you're into the ghost tour, it's definitely worth it. I think Savannah has the best ghost tours in the country. I haven't seen them all, but I have seen a number of them. So Savannah's would be the one on the top list. Currently, right now, the favorite is a tour where you get in the hearse, and there's a professional comedian who kind of, drives you along. And it's nice when it's at nighttime, so it kind of adds a little bit more to it all. You don't have to worry too much about Savannah. There's only one really bad neighborhood where most of the really ruthless crime occurs. As for the historical district, very nice, very clean, not too much. I mean, there are a couple unsavory characters there, which you're always going to find, but they're kept most in check, and they're not anything worthwhile to worry about. As you head on down, you got to remember you're basically in a kind of a very kind of like hot and humid area where they just grow tons of stuff. I mean, everything here is like you cut it down, it starts growing right back up. And this is just quintessential like growing season area. I mean, this is also where Augusta is, and I don't think Augusta even bothers watering because they just know how much rain and kind of just they're going to get. Water is just going to kind of spontaneously appear and keep it all moist. Going down, it's nice to just watch and just look at how the terrain has changed. Not only that, but homes and how people live, houses, and just the everyday stuff. This is all just going down 17, so. if you want to know, going down the south here along the coast, there's either 17 or you can take like 95. 95 obviously is the expressway, like 70, 75 down, and I forget what the speed limit is. Or you can take 17, which actually takes you through some towns, and you can actually see kind of how people live. And I personally just find it more enjoyable to be more immersed in kind of the actual living of people, rather than just kind of like passing them by and just a hollow glance like, oh, there's people living over there outside of what you can see. For the most part, stopping here is just all great. I mean, you know, you're in the heart of the South, so Southern food is all the thing. And just talking to people, a lot of times you meet transplants, people from other places that are now living here or who are living there. That brewing area. You know, you can stop at all these places. Waterfront Park and Docks. Nothing like this place. It's all great. Gotta love it. You know, back there I saw the world's smallest church. It was like a 2-person church. But just, you can take 95 or you can take 17 on the way down. 17 on the way down, you see a lot more of the kind of the small towns like the one I've stopped at here. So I think it's a lot more enjoyable. The place I stopped at lunch, just there, was actually transplanted from another, like near where I used to live. And it was interesting talking to him. And she was constantly saying like, oh, it was like this. I'm like, well, since you left like 15 years ago, it's changed to like this. Because I still keep in touch with how some of these areas have evolved over the time. And it's just, they say like, oh, and they also give you great things. It's like, oh, you need to stop here, you need to stop here. Because there's a lot of knickknacks and whatnot. You don't always want to see the touristy places. You want to see what the locals say, like, oh, no. That's the touristy stuff. If you really want to experience it, you need to go here. That's the beauty of it. And this is just me just heading down. Jacksonville is right along the route, and that's where I was headed next. So here comes Florida. I hope Florida man is ready.